What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm Chump Change. This is live and recorded. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. I didn't even know Red Panda was live, so I apologize if he's still live, or hopefully he's not at this point. But either way, market still looks great. We do have some well, not news, I guess. I mean, it's kind of like, you guys know that $1 million bet, right? That this guy had, whatever the hell his name is, to be honest, can't even pronounce it. But Crypto Zombie actually covered a video yesterday with a interview that guy had with Anthony Pompliano, if you guys know who that is. And I guess he admits that it is basically just to get people out there, right, to know about Bitcoin and whatever. So he's admitting to burning money, basically. And I thought it was super interesting to listen to. Matt Electron, I got raspberry ginge today, buddy. I gotta lay off the Red Bulls. My eyes twitching again. Gotta stop that stuff. All right, let's look at the market, see how it's going over here. 28.3 Bitcoins, looking pretty good. It's crazy that it's still red, but hey, whatever. I think it was 28.4 or 28.5 yesterday. Ethereum broke 1800, which is excellent. And we do have our daily rug pull. Check it out. Negative 75.7% on ARB. If you guys don't know what that is, Arbitrum, I guess. I looked it up quick before the stream started. $1.29. It looks like it got listed today, right? Or is it today? Yeah, today. Must have got listed today, and it looks like the devs just decided to take all the money out of it. So there is your daily rug pulls right there. ARB. Hopefully you guys weren't in it, or hopefully you got out before it became a problem. All right, fear and greed index, just refresh. 57 on that. Top 10 coins: BTC, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, USD Coin, XRP in 6th still, Cardano, Dogecoin, Lido, Staked Ether, and Polygon in 10. Still the same from this morning. Let's see, Voss Coin was live with it this morning. Interesting. What's that? Live with what? This Arbitrum stuff? This right here? Whatever the hell's going on with that. ARB had an airdrop, and that's probably everyone got it. Interesting. I've never even heard of it until right now. So, congratulations. All right. Sorry, guys. Little under the weather. The kid's sick. And, yeah. I'm feeling fine, but just my nose and stuff is weird. Anyways, I don't think it was rugged. Massive airdrop that everyone sold. All right. Well, thank you for educating me. I'm still going to call it a rug, though. Look at it. It was right in your face. I'm shocked it's top 100 coin, though, which is kind of interesting. All right. So here we go. This is Crypto Zombies again, warning Bitcoin Civil War. We've never seen anything like this. So I want to see what he elaborates on. And this is the interview with that guy and Anthony Pompliano. So let's listen to this and see what we can see, and we'll elaborate a bit. If you guys want to talk, please feel free to at me in the chat. Lucas, it is the guy that predicted $1 million in 90 days.
I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist.
This guy.
But we're all going to be Bitcoin maximalists now. And again, I recognize that many of its exponents and so on are like insane, and it's all true. But unfortunately, you're going to kind of need insane people for what is about to happen. Most people don't have any idea of what's coming. Okay. Because I think now they have printed so much money that it's a matter of time. But I want to be wrong in a sense, because it's like prepping, you know, it's like buying a gun or whatever. You hope you don't have to use it, but you better be prepared, because you might.
About the $20 you owe me.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I only got 10, so here's 10 and I owe you 10.
Thanks.
Hey, Mo, you owe me 20.
Well, here's 10 and I'll owe you 10.
You owe me 20. Here's 10, I owe you 10. Here's the 10 I owe you.
Here's the 10 I owe you.
Here's the 10 I owe you. Good, now we're all even.
What's going on, guys? K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie.
Sorry,
Welcome back to the channel.
Super loud. Holy hell. His beginnings are awesome.
Continues to push up right now. We are literally sitting at the exact...
So this was yesterday. This isn't today, right? So we know where we're at today. It's still pretty much right around there. But anyways, Geek of All Trades in the chat said he just won an Antminer T17 64 terahash on Twitter. Congratulations, buddy. That's awesome.
Level right here, waiting to see what happens today with the FOMC meeting. Now, by the time you're watching this video, you may or may not know the outcome of the FOMC. We will go into that later in this video. But you can also see that the S&P is also testing this extremely critical uptrend right now as well. So it's almost like the markets have just stalled out and they're all just waiting to see what happens next with Powell. Now, there is so much that we need to talk about today. I want to discuss what Balaji has been talking about with this $1 million Bitcoin bet. He was over on Anthony Pompliano's channel, and there is a lot of fear right now. There's fear that maybe this was all intentional, that maybe the government is purposefully trying to cut off these crypto on-ramps and off-ramps, and could it
100%.
possibly get to the point
100%
where we actually have
happening.
individual states within the United States fighting over who can and can't use cryptocurrencies? Because listen, they have Fed now, which is going to be launching. Powell has come out and he spoke about it, and that's going to be coming out in the next few months, I believe in about 3 months from now. And could that lead to an eventual CBDC? Well,
So real quick, he gets into some juicy stuff where they actually do talk for a bit in the center of this, but let me answer a question in the chat we had real quick. So Lucas asked what I was mining recently. So I'm mining ETC that's converting directly into BTC. I'm actually using Unminable for 2 machines. My, what's it called? The X4-1U and the X4Q that's in my solar trailer. Then I have the L7, which is mining Litecoin and Doge. So that's that. Let me know what you guys are mining in the chat.
now we have Florida Governor DeSantis basically saying that he won't stand for it. So is there almost like this civil war starting? How bad is it really going to get? So we're going to talk about all that today, guys. Regardless of the outcome of the Fed FOMC today, you need to stick around to the end of this video because times are about to get wild. And these are those times that we have been talking about and we have been preparing about for all these years. So if that sounds good to you, you know what to do. If you're not subscribed, definitely consider it. And also, quick question.
I will leave a
Bitcoin
link.
actually going to $1 million? And are we about to set a short-term parabolic
I'll leave a
trend
link to
for
Crypto Zombie
60K
down below
as a first target? So lots of crazy stuff we got to talk about today. So obviously, at the end of the day, when it comes down to the Fed, if you just want, you know, sort of like my opinion about what could possibly be happening with this super quick, basically this is in a nutshell. If they don't raise rates at all today, or they
So we already know that he raised it. They raised it 25 points, right? So
pause, you're probably going to see a massive rally in Bitcoin. If they do go ahead with the 25, probably neutral. Maybe it'll just kind of play out like it was going to. If we do hit the resistance, you might see a slight pullback, right? And if they go with the 50, then you're probably going to see a big market pullback. However, I still am quite interested in seeing how Bitcoin responds, considering how well Bitcoin has been doing despite all of these banks
it
closing
responded
down,
very
right? So
well, actually.
that is, or not closing
Dropped a little
down, but
bit,
running
came right
into
back to where it
issues,
was.
essentially. So that is the
Really
situation,
good.
guys. We are still well above these triple threats. We had a beautiful, beautiful bounce. I'm going to be a little bit quicker.
So if you guys don't know who Crypto Zombie is, he is a trader. So he does charting and stuff. So I like to hear what he has to say about the charts real quick. And then obviously he's going to get into the podcast
today on this. So you can see right here this morning, we basically were putting in right here, you know, a bit of a sort of ascending triangle. We did break out of that. But as you guys can see, we are now in another parallel channel to the upside, and we literally did perfectly get hit. So obviously if we were to fall back down, you would look for some support at around 27,531. And you don't really want to fall out of this because then, you know, we do have this upwards channel, but you probably risk falling back down to around that.
That's interesting because we did stay in that channel, actually, if I'm not mistaken. It might have wicked like right below it, but we went right down to 27.5 and then right back up today.
$5,300 level, which was acting as our previous resistance, right? Again, though, you can see right here, we are getting towards the top of this blue zone, and the ultimate target is about $31,000, which roughly represents this major support here. After that, you do have some consolidation in here. And in here, the next target would be $37,240. Now, guys, obviously, I do not suggest trading on days where there are news events, okay? But obviously, if the Fed pauses today, then I think there would be a good chance for a rally, but I'm not giving financial advice on what you should or shouldn't do. But if you do want to learn just simply how to trade on a daily basis, make sure you guys watch my free tutorial popping up above, and there are $56,000 in bonuses below. Also take advantage of that if you guys are interested. And of course, right here, you can see that Bitcoin dominance is still maintaining. It's doing quite well, right? We are still seeing Bitcoin outperforming the altcoins. Now, Mike McClone, right? He is actually talking now about these Bitcoin super cycles. Bitcoin outperforming commodities with declining risk, beating gold. So, he was of the original thought that Bitcoin was going to actually come down a little bit more with everything that's going on with the Fed and everything that's going on with the economy. Now you're seeing everyone kind of getting a little bit more neutral to bullish, right? I mean, he's talking about super cycles now, and he was literally just talking about how, basically Bitcoin was going to probably continue to lower lows based on everything that was happening. But like Crypto Kaduna points out, look at these searches starting to curl back up again, on bank runs. People are starting to get a little bit concerned about what could be happening. So this brings us to this interview, and I want to play some clips from this because a lot of people were asking about this crazy $1 million Bitcoin bet. So Balaji basically goes on to talk about, was this all planned? And how bad is it? Why is he advocating Bitcoin right now? Because keep in mind, this guy is not a Bitcoin maximalist, right?
This is what I was most interested in. Real quick, I put a poll in the chat. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Bitcoin's going to have a pullback, or do you think it's going to stay upwards of over 25K anyways?
He normally never even really discusses it in this nature, and now he's basically just going full force into crypto. So this is kind of what he had to say.
Before setting up the bit signal was something where, and again, how intentional is it versus how
It's funny how he calls it the bit signal too.
emergent, I don't know. But the current path was that the Fed causes this crisis, bankrupts all the banks. One of them has a bank run. Fed rolls in. They're both arsonist and firefighter. Somehow they know exactly what's about to happen, right? FDIC rolled in they're real professionals, right? Actually, they knew the bank, everything was insolvent, right? And with all of these small banks, the tech banks, community banks going down, and all the money pinned at the central bank or at the big banks, the CBDC rollout becomes very simple. You just have 4 banks, they're really all the same, and now you don't have any choice. And the alternative to that, though, is if people buy Bitcoin, that is literally the exit from the system. It is something that they cannot control. They cannot edit the entries on that ledgers. That's the whole point. It's this bulletproof, decentralized ledger. And the 21 million number, they can't corrupt it, and they can't censor it. And this whole thing, everything that we've ever talked about here, you and me for 10 years. And what's funny is, I am not, neither of us, I don't think, I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, but we're all going to be Bitcoin maximalists now. Okay. What I mean by that is the Bitcoin maximalist philosophy. And again, I recognize that many of its exponents and so on are like insane, and it's all true. But unfortunately, you're going to kind of need insane people for what is about to happen. Okay. Their worldview is the closest. Most other people don't have any idea of what's coming. Okay. But Bitcoin maximalists are maybe the only people on earth who are prepared for the potential sovereign default of the US dollar and the rise of Bitcoin and the concept of hyper Bitcoinization, where the reserve currency switches over to BTC and all fiat around the world like basically collapses relative to the hardest money around, right? And basically what the US has done, what the Fed has done, is it's caused the fiat crisis. It's not really just a banking crisis, it's a fiat crisis. Because the crisis of having everything centralized in one place and them all screwing it up in the same way at the same time and lying to everybody with uncheckable things. Every single thing that the most intense Bitcoin maximalists would say, for example, I posted that meme of, you could sell your Bitcoin for millions someday. He's like, Neo, when you're ready, you won't have to, right? Because like selling for a trillion Zimbabwe dollars, right? So hyper Bitcoinization, which is the simultaneous rise of Bitcoin and transition to reserve currency and the crash of other fiats against it, is going to be a huge mess. Because I think it's going to come much faster than people think. Because with all this printed money, we've got about 3 months before this CBDC gets out there, where you're still a free man, and you might be able to wire it out, and you might be able to turn some of it into BTC and hold that locally. And that is basically the way, that is a way that we might preserve some degree of freedom on the other side of this. Because either it's go ahead. I know that sounds, I don't normally talk like this, right?
No. I know you don't. That's why I wanted to talk to you about this. So I think a key question, and I should blame you, because once you put out this bit signal, I have somehow become a half spokesperson for Balaji. I literally have gone on podcasts and they're asking me, what is Balaji doing? I have no clue, so I figured you could explain for yourself. But the other thing is, in private, there's people who I think follow your work, and they're like, look, Balaji usually doesn't have this type of language. Balaji usually isn't, this public in terms of some of the things that he believes. And so that makes them pay attention. When you made the bet, the $1 million Bitcoin price in 90 days, help unpack. In that bet, are you saying hyperinflation in the United States, or are you saying no, whether hyperinflation or not, people are going to start to exit and therefore they are going to buy Bitcoin and it will push the price to $1 million in 90-day period? Like, how do you think about, let's go through kind of, if your vision of what is about to happen occurs, what does that world look like over the next 90 days?
So this is pretty interesting. I think this is kind of where he admits that he's probably going to lose his money or whatever, but it was just interesting.
What I think is so the reason I did the bet was to get people to the Bitcoin lifeboat.
Wait, Slot Squash, you just got an ad? You shouldn't have got an ad. That's weird. They're putting ads in the middle of my streams because it's usually you have to click a button. Like, look, typically, real quick, I'm not going to play that. But if you look, if I click this button, that's when you get an ad. This one right here. Which is weird, right? If I don't click it, though, see, it says now would be a good time to insert ad, but I don't do that, so that's weird. It shouldn't have given you an ad. Anyways, sorry, guys. Hit that like button, please. Appreciate you, Panda. Thanks for the raid. Let's get back to it.
Buy Bitcoin, get your keys off exchanges, get to a Bitcoin-friendly jurisdiction. That is the message. Buy Bitcoin, get your keys off exchanges, get to a Bitcoin-friendly jurisdiction. Everything else I say is a rationale for that, right? But that's what the message I'm getting out there is. I'm basically burning money to do this. It is not something that the thing is, I believe in Bitcoin, but I also believe in the public good. And that's going to be something that's in short supply in what follows. If what I'm saying is correct, and I believe it is, that the central banks and like the US government has betrayed people on this level, right? Such that they just blew up huge amounts of people's savings, okay? And you couldn't even trust the banks. I mean, like, obviously you knew you couldn't trust the banks, quote unquote, in 2008. But the degree to which, it's like the South Park episode, hey, blah, 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 it's gone, right? You know that thing, right?
But is it really that urgent? Why do we need Bitcoin right now specifically? And in general, just why Bitcoin? There's so many parts of this interview that we could have, picked apart. It's about an hour long, but I think this kind of summarizes.
It's over an hour long. I actually looked because I was going to stream that with you guys, but it's too long to watch. I think I'm going to try to clip some stuff out of it.
Is where he's coming from.
This financial crisis was creeping up like a panther or like a cloud enveloping people. They weren't even aware of it. It was just, it invested so much in stealth mode that whether, people were just sleepwalking, it just wasn't a topic of conversation and so on. Now, this is something that's cut through the noise and everybody is aware that there is a financial crisis on and that the banks don't have your money, that the money is gone, right? And that you should probably exchange some of it into Bitcoin, and you should do that sooner rather than later, because you don't know. We all don't know. It's just hard to predict timing on anything. But they have announced the July launch of the CBDC, and that feels like as good a deadline as any. They've been killing the crypto rails, right? They killed Signature. They killed Silvergate. There aren't that many ways out. And so what I wanted to do was say, get Bitcoin, get your friends and family to get Bitcoin, get your coins off exchanges, and do that now, because they might close the doors. They might bar the exit. Now, the good thing is they won't be able to bar it worldwide because the US doesn't have control over all banks worldwide anymore. There's like UAE and Saudi and so on, but they still do have control over quite a big chunk of it. And, one way of thinking about it is, I was born an American, and I'm doing this because I actually love American values. Paul Revere, the printing is coming. Right? The printing is coming. That's literally what we're talking about, right? The printing is coming. This is another American analogy. This is a digital Pearl Harbor on all dollar holders. The dollar holder is a bag holder.
That's
okay. And I mean that literally. What's funny is, the funny thing about this is I sound now like the most intense maximalist ever, right? I don't know. What?
100%.
Yeah, you do. But the reason why I'm laughing is because what you're saying is actually very little to do with Bitcoin, right? Like, yes. You are basically looking at the traditional financial system and you are saying there are major problems here. And I don't give a shit if you care about Bitcoin or you don't care about Bitcoin, but you have to identify what the problems are and then make the decisions for yourself. Oh, by the way, I, Balaji, believe that Bitcoin is the best solution, but some other people may go buy real estate or buy whatever asset that they think is better. But first you have to get them to identify the problem before they even begin to think about a potential solution.
But here's the thing, though. As he did say, does he necessarily think it's going to literally do that? He did admit that he's basically just sending out the bit signal to make people aware, to get people to start paying attention to the situation at hand. But what if he's actually wrong? Or what if this doesn't go as he actually believes it will?
I think the best argument for why I'm wrong is probably that this will happen, but it'll be over a longer time scale and it won't be that fast.
No shit.
And this is not the final crisis, but it's the precursor to the final crisis, or the final crisis will be in a few years or something, right? Something about it feels different though. And the reason it feels different is it's a consumer facing crisis. In the sense of all the previous ones were enterprise crises, like you just read in the news that bankers were worried and anxious and sweating and so on. You didn't have 40,000 companies and all of their employees all at the same time completely panicking that their entire life's work would go to zero because, supposedly they're, and it was blamed on them, that you didn't have something like that, right? That is something that causes a fundamental distrust in the US banking system. Moody's downgraded the banking system. In many ways, America is already Argentina. Okay. Now, so why am I wrong? If I'm wrong because it takes longer for inflation to propagate out than I think. Because I think now they have printed so much money that it's a matter of time. But I want to be wrong in a sense because, and I'll probably post this when I post a bet, I hope I don't win. Okay. In that sense, because, what this is a way to call attention to this stealth financial crisis. And, it's like prepping, it's like buying a gun or whatever. You hope you don't have to use it, but you better be prepared because you might, so buying Bitcoin and getting to a jurisdiction that is Bitcoin friendly, that has, Texas GOP has this thing, shall not be infringed, right? The right to buy, sell, send, and receive Bitcoin shall not be infringed. Mississippi, Montana, they have right to mine bills. Tennessee, Wyoming have the Dow laws. Obviously, Florida, is pro Bitcoin. And I kind of think what will happen is a potential dividing line in the not too distant future there'll be states that blue states that don't allow individuals to hold Bitcoin. Only the government can, like gun bans, right? And red states that allow individuals to hold Bitcoin.
So obviously when it comes to Fed Now, it's not exactly a CBDC. It's somewhat of a precursor of a CBDC. And Powell was actually asked about this. This came out March 8th, so this isn't exactly a super new video, but he does actually explain in the video that Fed Now is more of a way to allow instant settlement between banks. Of course, using banking apps would allow the retail, but he said that we're still very, very far away from an official CBDC in the sense that most of these doom and gloomers essentially are talking about it.
It says here that the discussions would include technical experimentation. I was just wondering at what level are you talking about making decisions on architecture for a CBDC, a retail CBDC?
We're not at the stage of making any real decisions. What we're doing is experimenting in kind of early stage.
The Honorable Jerome H. Powell.
Experimentation. How would this work? Does it work? What's the best technology? What's the most efficient? We're really at an early stage but we're making progress on sort of technological issues. The policy issues are equally important, though. We haven't decided that this is something that the financial system in the country want or need.
All right.
So that's going to be very important.
Let me switch over to Fed Now. There are some champions of digital currency and stable coins in particular that continue to cite the need for faster payment systems. However, as was earlier mentioned, the Fed Now is a service that the Fed is working on to finalize that will allow for instant payments between bank accounts. And the Fed has a target release date for Fed Now between May and July, which is right around the corner. Do you see any reason why cryptocurrencies would provide faster payments than the Fed Now system?
What? Is that even a question?
With the transparency of Fed Now, would it offer distinct advantages over some of these stable coins that are touting faster payments?
What Fed Now will do is it will enable all the banks, any bank in the United States, not just the big ones, to offer instantly available funds and real-time payments to their customers. That's what it will do. So that's a great thing. you know, a CBDC. I think you're asking whether a CBDC would serve some of that, but CBDC is going to be years in the evaluation, and you know, I think we can get this into the hands of the public very quickly, and I think we'll have real-time payments in this country very, very soon.
So basically, in a nutshell, if we actually try not to get too extreme on either side of the coin, you can actually see that when it comes to what Balaji is talking about, he's basically treating it as a prepper would, right? Like, when is the best time to get a plunger for an overflowing toilet? It's not while the toilet's overflowing, right? No, it's before the toilet is clogged or overflowing, right? You want to have that plunger in case, but you know what? Maybe the toilet never overflows, right? Same thing with prepping. We hope that we never get into a situation where we can't go to the store and we can't buy food and things get that bad. And we hope that we don't ever have to go down into the prepper's pantry, or we don't have to use any of the weapons, right? But it's there just in case. So I think that's kind of where he's coming from. I just think he's doing it in a very eccentric way to get attention to the cause. And on the
real quick, before he continues to go, in chat, RC said, man, could you imagine if this guy is right? CBDC's come out and has a can't buy crypto as a written rule. GPUs and mining would explode far beyond what ETH gave us. Could you guys imagine? That's a good point. It's a very good point.
Flip side, you know, if you're going to take the ultimate, you know, what these guys are doing, it doesn't appear, unless, of course, they could be lying to us, that they're going to be coming out with this CBDC anytime soon. The way that Powell breaks it down is FedNow is something more for just the banks to use with each other. Obviously, this would affect the clients. It would affect the retail because you'd be using banking apps, probably, right, to transfer funds. So I think we have to kind of take the whole situation with a grain of salt. But nevertheless, you do have Governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, pushing back. This is a video in a press conference that he had. This was a half hour long. This is kind of crazy. I'm not going to play any more clips today. It's pretty summarized, but basically, he said that he wants to protect residents from national or global bank digital currencies. He says CBDCs would erode financial freedom, he argues, and they must be opposed. What? So he introduced a legislation conformant with Florida's...
I don't fully understand that. You guys heard all that, right? This morning, I believe it was it this morning, or was it like 2 days ago, 3 days ago they came out saying that?
Uniform commercial code to shield residents from a national CBDC, and he has called upon like-minded governors to combat surveillance and control from the federal government and adopt similar legislation under its commercial codes. If passed, the law would also protect Florida residents from a global digital currency issued by a foreign central bank. DeSantis emphasized that Florida will not support the erosion of financial freedom. He also had Taryn Bragdon of the Foundation of Government Accountability saying that he did support the bill and was against an out-of-control government bureaucracy. So this has all sparked speculation about, you know, would the United States actually break apart? You know, and Texas and Florida are pro-Bitcoin and these other states are against Bitcoin. I mean, who knows what could actually happen? Is Bitcoin going to be banned on a federal level? It doesn't really seem like that based on the way that these guys are talking. You know, you're not seeing really anyone come out and say they want to ban it. You're not seeing Powell come out and say, I want to ban Bitcoin. You're not, he says he doesn't understand some of the speculative nature of some of the cryptos, but they're not talking about banning it, right? So I just think that a lot of this news you do have to take with a grain of salt. Is it possible that there could be like a Bitcoin and crypto civil war where everybody's separating over CBDCs versus not CBDCs? It's possible. But as I said, guys, on a federal level, I don't think that there's an issue. So just kind of...
I bet it's going to be like a political thing. I think we talked about this morning. Somebody mentioned it, that it's going to be like a political party. You know, one's for CBDCs and one's against CBDCs, right? Network Bits, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He said Meatball Ron 2024.
Getting
hysterical.
Back to the fun part. I know we've talked a lot about the technical, or not the technicals, but the sort of fundamentals. I wanted to get back to the technicals and give a shout out to my buddy Kevin Svensson, because he points out this parabolic curve for Bitcoin. And could we possibly, maybe we're not going to 1 million. Maybe we're not going to 1 million.
We're not
right?
going
We
to
were
1
saying
million
somewhere
in 90 days.
around
No chance.
28 to 30, and we're kind of in that ballpark already. Kevin Svensson says maybe 60K based on the parabolic curve. What do you think?
Bitcoin from 15,500 at the beginning of the year to where we are now currently at 28,200. Bitcoin has created 2 bases of support, and possibly we're about to create base 3. Why is that important? Well, if you look at the...
Real quick, Retro Mike, thank you so much. So when are you reviewing a Fry miner? What the hell's that? That's a thing? And then Network Bits, thank you so much again for the $2 super chat. He said F Retro Mike and Fry.
Parabolic diagram.
I'll have to look that up
it
after.
suggests after 3 bases of support being created within the parabola, the stock price then doubles, or in this case, the crypto price then doubles after base 3. Guys,
oh wow,
this means we have a possible base being created around 30,000 and then double to 60, according to the textbook.
Probably like
so that's it for me
52-ish.
today, guys. Thank you so much for coming back.
Interesting. Go check out Crypto Zombie. He's awesome. That video was it was neat. It was just a good thing to bring up, right? All right, let's see. What the hell's Fry? Oh, look, everything's green. Perfect. Perfect. Back to green now. I want to know what Fry is now. Fry. What the hell's Fry? That's a thing. Is that a thing? Let's see. Let's see what that thing is. Whoa. Fry? No? Yeah? This? Is this it? Please tell me I'm saying it. Fry miner for the win? What the hell is a fry miner? Are you making shit up? I'm Googling it now. Oh my god, it's a thing. What the hell is this? What is it? Looks like a mini, looks like one of these. Looks like a mini PC. Oh, here's my fry miner. It's right here. I'm just kidding. Satellite miner. 160 bucks. Let's see. This will be the first. Let me blow this up. So it says this will be the first version of our Fry satellite miner. It will mine our native crypto token Fry via satellite mapping. The physical product will be shipped in batch 2 of all Fry miners at the end of Q2 2023. Please know that the look of the miner may vary as our miners are made from recycled electronics and as mentioned in our white paper, so you may receive an HP, a Lenovo, which is this exactly, an IT box, but regardless of how it looks, it still mines the same amount of Fry. This sounds like a goddamn scam. Whoever is going to invest in this, please don't until they're actually out. Do not ever invest into pre-sales because they will absolutely screw you. All right, I'm just being honest because this reminds me of freaking helium. When that bullshit came out and we all bought it because of Red Panda. Panda, I know you're still listening. I know you're still listening. Remember, what was it? Synchrobit? God damn, at least we got our money back though. They paid us back, which is cool. But that freaking like pre-order bullshit. No, please don't. Retro Mike, thanks to $2 super chat. He said, Network Bits hates me so much right now. Is this I didn't even know this was a thing though. Dude, you didn't have to do that. You guys are crazy. Fry earned daily 82.86, it says. This is such horseshit. This is so stupid. There is so much crap that just continues to come out. Is this it though? Is this the coin? Or no? This is probably a different coin, right? He finds them scams. LOL. Earned by doing what? I don't know. I assume you just plug it in. It's satellite. It just knows where you are. You just gotta carry it with you all the time. No, it's like a helium miner, if I had to guess, right? I don't understand it fully though, because it says, like, look at this. Again, it says the physical, no, right here. It will mine our native crypto token Fry via satellite mapping. You can't drive around with this thing plugged in. Like this Lenovo, that's what this is, right? Let me blow it up. I gotta cover my eyes so you can see it. This is it says think, center, Lenovo, right? This is a mini PC. This thing is, you can run like nodes on it. I'm actually going to be, I can run nodes on this thing actually, because it has a Core i5 in it, which is pretty sweet. But, I got this for like, running those ads on free cash for 1, and 2 to, be able to put like my wallets on it and stuff, do some VM stuff in the solar trailer, because it only takes like 15 watts to run it, which is amazing. But this is yeah, I don't know. This seems like a scam. Seems like another scam. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Give me a second. Go to our crypto bubbles chart. All right, sent you a BTC miner. Let me know when you get it. No, you didn't. What? What do you mean you sent me a BTC miner? Don't send me anything. You crazy. I appreciate you though. You don't have to do that. Synchrobit still did not get refunded to me. 3K. Nuh-uh. No. That sucks, man. That sucks. They went under, right? Wow. Man, so like I harassed them to get my money back. Thankfully, they sent it back, but that's crazy. I thought they paid everybody back. I didn't know everybody got screwed. It literally uses your connection for other BS, VPN sharing crap, and that revenue goes to the creators to support their project. They give you the fry ish token, he says. Interesting. Interesting. Oh yeah, did you guys hear about the Linus Tech Tips thing? He got hacked. Let me open Discord quick, and we'll see. I think there's I don't know if it was a video or just an article. Let me open it up quick. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Appreciate you guys. I try to go live twice a day covering like crypto news and such. Let me see. I think who sent it to me? Was it Geek of All Trades? Pretty sure it was Geek of All Trades. Let me find it. It was. Oh, it was a Reddit post. Oh, there we go. It's gonna go over my face. That's good. All right, let me share this with you guys. All right, so it says LTT YouTube channel has been hacked. Stream went live a few minutes ago. Crypto scam, deepfake nonsense. Ooh. And you know what's crazy? Like, Linus Tech Tips is like, he's like, I don't even know. It's in like top 20 of like the highest YouTube channels in, you know, Canada or something crazy. I forget. I've looked it up. You can look it up on Social Blade though. You can look up anyone's channel. Actually, I'll just go to it. Screw it. Socialblade.com. Linus Tech Tips. Let's see. B minus. How do you know? How do you know? I thought it used to say what rank you are. Followers, uploads, ranks. Let's see. How do you tell? I forget, man. It looks like they changed this a little bit. But either way, you can like literally go on these sites and see. I mean, the money that it says they make doesn't really. It's not true at all. But it looks like his it looks like this is all screwed up because he got hacked. It looks funny. Unless this is wrong. Oh, this is TikTok. Oh, that's why. TikTok. I want TikTok. I want YouTube. Let's see. I'm looking up yours, Panda, right now. Oh, here it is. 7th in the country. I knew I was right. Okay. Dude, these ads. Jesus Christ. A minus. 7th in the country. Linus Tech Tips. You imagine? Holy shit. Imagine if you brought in that much money. Yearly earnings. But look at the gap. It's 317,000 to 5 million. Like, it is such a goddamn, like, jump. And this is not right, by the way. This is, look at this gap. 26 to 423. It's insane. It's crazy. Yeah, no, I'm literally a peon. There's so many people in this thing. But this is crazy. He's 7th in the country. Imagine getting your channel hacked. I want to read about this a little bit. Let's see. Wow, can't wait for the WAN show breakdown. I would assume it is already broken down. Can already see the 4 hours video, the definitive guide on how to recover a hacked channel coming soon, hosted by Anthony. Oh man, yep, saw the live Tesla Elon crypto BS in my notification, but turned out it was LTT hacked channel. The biggest tech YouTuber got hacked. That's insane. You know what? I wonder if one of the workers there clicked on a link they weren't supposed to click on, logged into something. He does have a few channels, as far as I know. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure he has a couple. This is kind of crazy. Our boy will get it taken care of. They said, yeah. So like people like LTT, like he doesn't have anything to worry about. Like YouTube's got his back. I mean, at this point, you know, he's made an entire business out of it. He employs over 100 people. Like it's crazy. I mean, he's literally the 7th in the country of Canada. Like they know when somebody took his channel, you know what I mean? So he's going to get it fixed if it hasn't already been fixed, but that's just crazy, man. That's absolutely insane. Their website is down also due to high traffic load. I wonder whether this is due to everyone going there or just separate DDoS by the hackers. Ooh, that's crazy. I'm willing to bet everyone is flooding into his forum. Don't know why everyone thinks when you delete a video off YouTube, it's gone forever, especially these bigger channels with YouTube reps. He said, I am sure they have redundancy in place. Also, YouTube never deletes videos forever, at least not for a while. Still a pretty scummy thing to do. It's not just Linus they are hunting. Some YouTuber It's all his work, who work with for them, their families, and whatnot. Damn. That's insane. That sucks, man. Let's see. Any thoughts on Digibyte? Miss Teen Crypto did an interview. Sorry, did an interesting live stream yesterday with the founder. No, I haven't. Digibyte's, it's been around forever, right? That's crazy. I don't know if you guys... I can't wait to see this video. Yeah, I'm not gonna read through all this shit, but God, yeah. So just know, guys, don't ever give people money. Panda, should we look you up? You want to be embarrassed live? I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. But yeah, guys, this money that it says we make, we don't make that. We really don't. I mean, he might be like in between somewhere, but there's no way. It's crazy. It's like so off on my account. It's not even funny. All right, let's see. Digibyte. We can look at it. We can look it up. See what it's at. Oh, I still don't even know. Is this the fry? Did anybody answer that? Did anybody answer that in the chat? Is this that fry bullshit? Let me get off that. Let me just see. Where is the last super chat? Scam. You guys are hysterical. I'm just reading all this. So this, I'm assuming this isn't the one. A different fry. Okay, it's a different fry. Let's see. So I have to do the money sign. All right, yeah, that's not gonna come up. It's because the total ish coin. All right, Digibyte. If I'm not mistaken, DGB. Does anybody mind Digibyte? Anybody? I'll have to watch Miss Teen Crypto's video. If you guys don't know who she is, go check her out. She's a YouTuber that does interviews and live shows pretty much every day, actually. Pump Fry to the moon, guys. No, zero chance. The best man. Zero chance. What? Like, no. This is such a scam to me. It's not even funny. This just screams scam. Like, I'm sorry. You're gonna sell used PCs that literally cost you like pennies on the dollar for 160 bucks to get some bullshit token. Like, no, you're literally just getting scammed. Like, this makes no sense. That makes no sense. Yeah, nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. I mean, hopefully it's not a scam. But anyways, Digibyte has tons of algo. Interesting. Let's see. Let's go to mine the ASIC and just see. What am I doing? What am I doing? MineTheASIC.com. Let's see. Let's just go to Digibyte. DGB. Let's see what miners can mine it. I know it's all the Bitcoin miners, but let's see. So the L7s can do it? Can also mine Digibyte? They can. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever really noticed that. They can mine Digibyte, I guess, because the script algo. Huh. Interesting. This Panda's freaking Canadian coin. Some BS that is. Get that out of here. Get it out of here. It's even worse than that. It puts the end users at risk. He's a turd. Oh yeah. Please don't invest in that fry crap. No, it's not smart. Not financial advice, but kind of. Only different. Aeon. You want to look at Aeon? All right, let's see. Let's check out Aeon. Aeon's actually holding on a lot better than I thought it was before. Anyways, not now, but it was doing somewhat well not too long ago. Holy shit. What happened here? Look at that boner candle. See that? That just shot up out of nowhere. For what reason? Who knows? Hold on. 30 days? Jeez. As soon as it went here, Yashnik sold everything. That's insane. Why? How does it go from a not even a cent to 4 cents? Back down to not even a cent. Who said talk about Aeon? Stop. All right, so Panda's definitely mining Aeon, guys. If you're interested, please go mine Aeon. Dude, that's crazy. Retro Mike, thanks for $2 super chat, buddy. He said Fox Panda Pump. Oh my god, you guys in these freaking S coins cracking me up. Anyways, the L7 is killing it. Damn, definitely killing it. So this is all the Digibyte miners, huh? Does the can the L3 pluses do it? I assume, right? Yep, right here. L3 plus, look at this, Mr. Joker miner. If you're interested in Digibyte. Who knows? I mean, personally, I don't know. I'll have to watch that interview because I don't know enough about it to really give a shit. Aeon to the moon, dude, no way. Not a chance. Not after I see that. Like what happened? Something happened there. I mean, that it definitely was off to the moon. Like from not even a penny, from a tenth of a penny to 4 cents, almost 5 cents. That's unreal. Like somebody bought the wrong coin by accident and then sold it. That's what happened. Somebody was like, "Ooh, is this the coin that's going through the lawsuit? Oh shit, that was XRP." And they dump it. Like that had to be what happened. There's no chance it just pumps out of nowhere. That's insane. It was literally a day, right? Not even. Yeah, it was a couple hours. It was a couple hours. It was 3 hours. This guy was like, "Oh shit, I screwed up." He sells it all. He pumped the wrong coin. Some whale pumped the wrong coin. That's insane. Dude, look at this. It was literally like 3 hours. That's wild. No shit. You know, Yashinik probably got stuck in his stupid scorpion chair. He couldn't get out to sell it in time. I haven't seen Yashinik in a minute. Hopefully he's doing well. And I just like trolling him. But, dude, that's crazy. Look at that. That's insane. All right. Anyways, guys. This is the airdrop that happened this morning, apparently. I didn't know it was an airdrop. It just looked like a rug pull to me, but apparently it was airdropped and dumped. So, 74% down. From $5 to $1.19. Hopefully this can recover. I don't even know what it is. Or hopefully not, because I don't really give a shit, to be honest. But it was released today, I guess. And yeah. Already dead. Almost on the floor. All right. What else you guys got in the chat? Let's see before we get out of here. Gonna be heading out in a minute. 130.70 was $2.35 profit on Aeon. No, it wasn't. Oh, this morning, probably. Or when was it? Was it? I know. What did I say? It was a couple hours. It was today? Oh my God, it was today. It was this morning. Jesus. Panda, you were sleeping. There's no way you were up. Unless you played StarCraft till 4 in the morning. And then you, whatever. Well, I mean, I think this is my time, right? 4 in the morning, I would assume it goes off my time. Eastern Standard Time. That's funny. That's crazy. But overall, market's looking good. Oh, Bitcoin's back down under 28. Uh-oh. Was during his stream. Was it? It was during... Oh, wait. Was it this app? Hold on. What time is it? 3 o'clock? Hold on. What do you mean during his stream? Did he have a stream last night? Panda, did you have a stream last night? Did you pump Aeon? You're not telling us? You sneaky little shit. Is it you? Oh my God, that's brutal. That is awful. All right. Well, love you guys. You're all awesome. How many people are here? We have 39 likes, 71 here. Come on, guys. Stop being lazy. Hit that like, please. Appreciate you. I do this every day. Every day. And I don't run ads. I don't run ads just to be nice. And I know Panda likes to scam people. So before I end the stream, I'm going to hit this button right here. At the end, though, when we're like out. Yes, I pumped $95,000 into Aeon. You imagine? Dude, some guy accidentally pumped Aeon. There's no chance anybody ever wanted to put that much money into Aeon for no reason. During his live stream, LOL, and you should run an ad. I appreciate it, Fully Electric. You said you do this every day because you have no life. Eat shit, Geek of all trades, all right? Then you're correct. I do have no life. I have absolutely no life. No, I just take care of the kids all day. My kid, like, literally threw up on my bed this morning. And the wife, she's not feeling good either. Like, Panda killed my entire family. You took out my whole family with your friggin' panda pox from Canada. Awful. But it was nice to meet you otherwise. Thankfully, I didn't get sick. I mean, really. I just slept for like an entire day. But anyways. All right, guys. You're all fantastic. Love you all. I got to get out of here. I have a whole bunch of nothing to do. But I'm going to try to do some research on some things. And I'll watch that Digibyte what's it called? Stream from Miss Teen Crypto. So if you guys don't know who she is, go check her out. Hopefully you guys have a good day. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning, and we'll be doing the best deals on ASICs, trying to find out where we should purchase from tomorrow. We'll go through the entire Google Doc. So stay tuned for that tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. But either way, news tomorrow morning. Have a good day and peace out.